Obama administration last week, I believe it was last week, maybe was it last week or the beginning of this week? Or I'm sorry, last month, federal judge Edward Corman of the U.S. District Court of the Eastern District of New York. I'm sorry, no. I don't know if that's the court he was at. Regardless, last month, federal judge Edward Corman ruled that the Obama administration was wrong in overriding the FDA's recommendation for the over-the-counter emergency contraception, the so-called Plan B. It's basically a pill you can take, I think, up to 3 days after having sex that prevents the egg from fertilizing or, I believe, attaching, embedding in the uterus. And the Obama administration's FDA had found there was no medical reason, no medical danger in terms of allowing full access to this drug to women and or girls. In the same way that you can go in and buy Tylenol or other drugs at a pharmacy, this was found to be that safe. And the FDA recommended full over-the-counter. The Obama administration overruled that decision and said it would be available without a prescription only to women over the age of 17. Now, of course, this is very problematic because the women most likely to not have access to a prescription because they don't want to tell their parents that they've been engaging in sex, because they don't have the money, they don't have access directly to a doctor, are women under the age of 17. Remember, health is not an issue here. So this federal judge found this Obama administration overruling to be completely capricious and not based on science. The Justice Department on yesterday, filed notice that it's going to challenge this federal court decision requiring the government to make emergency contraceptives available over the counter to women of all ages. The move comes just hours after the FDA had approved over-the-counter sales of emergency contraceptive to women 15 and older. So in other words, the FDA says, all right, we're gonna drop it by 2 years. In this court case, all of the women involved in this court case were over the age of 15. So they're still going to question this court case. But again now, you got to be 15 years old. You got to show ID. What 15-year-old has a passport? What 15-year-old has a passport? What poor 15-year-old has a passport? To bring it down to basically a nice, comfortable, rounded number of 0. Well, they have access to their birth certificate. Okay, so you're 15, and all of a sudden you're taking an interest in your birth certificate. Ma, Dad, do we have a copy of my birth certificate? Why do you need it? I mean, give me a break here. Again, there is no health implications. And if the FDA is going to drop it down to 15, why not 12? There are no health implications. It's ridiculous. And the Obama administration is still fighting this. And why? You have a court that has overturned it. From a political standpoint, this is no longer an active decision that needs to be made by the Obama administration. You're not going to see huge movement built around the Obama administration not properly challenging this rule in federal court. It's just ridiculous. It's inexplicable.